What's up, guys and girls listening to this? This is Riha, and today, as usual, we're gonna check some posts from Reddit. I'm trying a new format, so hopefully you guys and girls like it. So without further ado, let's start. Today's question is, what is one fact you know that will make other people respond with, and why the do you know that? So, let's check it out.
Queen Massive Cake wrote, a corpse can have an erection. It is called angel lust or death erection.
Okay, that's something weird. Like, why are you supposed to know that? But yeah, what's next is even better. The next comment, it says, Die Hard. You know, like, Die Hard, like, you know, it's a reference to the Die Hard movies, while at the same time talking about, you know, erections of people that just died hard. Yeah. Bravo.
Story Sham wrote, pigs with a prolapsed anus are at risk of being eaten by other pigs.
So it's just gonna be just weird, creepy, random, but interesting facts, isn't it? Like, this is just gonna be weird stuff.
Yes. What else were you expecting? By the way, Just a Sad Bubble wrote, same with chickens. They see red, and they peck at it till the chicken dies, and then usually eat it.
Okay, that's definitely something I didn't know, something new I learned. Yeah, I'm probably never gonna use it in my life or whatever. Oh, yeah, also, do not Google what a prolapsed anus is. Do not Google it. Don't Google PROALAPSEDANUS. It should be appearing over there, but do not Google it. It's creepy. It's not safe for work. Do not Google it. Who am I kidding? You're gonna Google it anyway, right? So yeah, go check your creepy images or whatever.
Back to Bat wrote, regarding the Museum of Mummies. Ferdinand I of Naples governed by oppression. He had zero compassion for his defeated enemies, and after falsely promising them amnesty, he had them murdered instead. After their murders, he would have them mummified and added to his museum of mummies dressed in their clothes. If he thought anyone was plotting against him, he'd simply take them on a casual tour of the museum.
Okay, so that reminds me of Dracula. Although, well, Dracula isn't real, but you know who was real? Vlad the Impaler. He's the real inspiration behind Dracula, and he got his nickname, you know, Vlad the Impaler, because he used to impale people. Yeah. So yeah, that's why people call him Vlad the Impaler. And what Vlad would often do is he will impale his enemies, you know, like put them on sticks. That's what impaling is, right? And then put them all together in a place, like a bunch of scarecrows or something. And for example, I don't know, in a forest near his kingdom, right? And that will often make the invaders think twice, you know, about invading his kingdom. Like, invaders will be like, okay, this dude, like he just killed a bunch of people and put them on sticks. Like, it's probably not a good idea to invade his kingdom. A pretty effective technique to, you know, scare enemies. Yeah. Okay, so I just checked Vlad's Wikipedia entry because I was curious, and it says he's often considered one of the most important rulers in Wallachian, or Wallachian, however you spell that, Wallachian history, and a national hero of Romania. Wow, today I learned.
Keith the Beast wrote, a beast's testicles explode when they mate. Edit, as many people are pointing this out. I will add that the explosion is loud enough it can be heard. Edit 2, their dick is also blown off by the explosion, and occasionally gets stuck in the queen, courtesy of usage of the mediocre.
Let's just continue. I don't know what to say.
Indigo Hibiscus wrote, broccoli and cauliflower are man-made. It was carefully bred by Italian farmers more than 2,000 years ago, carefully breeding different types of wild cabbage to create it.
So broccoli and cauliflower are like the pooks of vegetables. I mean, both were bred like crazy and basically artificially made by humans. But, well, I mean, at least broccoli and cauliflower are like, they don't have problems breeding.
Sbro wrote, sometimes, when horses are bored, they slap their dick to their underside to masturbate. Yeah, like quality content in this channel, guys and girls, and let's just continue. Everfluff wrote, strippers have to pay to work at their clubs. Usually they have to also pay the house mom and DJ. Every private room they book, 20% minus 30% goes to the house. A lot of dancers will also wear watches while working to make sure they're not spending too much time with one person if they are not getting paid properly, since they can't carry their phones around.
Okay, so like the way that the poster wrote that on Reddit, like it makes it seem like the venues or the bars are evil for basically asking the stripper to pay. But the way I see it is, for example, if you're a stand-up comedian, or if you are like, I don't know, like you have to sometimes pay out of your pocket to promote your thing, right? So in this case, the stripper gets a venue, you know, the bar or wherever she strips or he strips, you know. So they get a venue with a lot of people, a lot of customers. So the bar also has to get a cut. I mean, that seems fair to me, you know, the bar also has expenses and all that. But yeah, that's the way I think. Let me know if you have any other opinions, guys and girls. Yeah. I just found this article. It's from HuffPost.com, and it was written in 2014, so it's probably a little outdated, but I mean, I assume it still holds true. And it says, this college student says she makes $180,000 stripping on the side. So I mean, even if the venue gets like a 30% cut or a 50, even if a 50% cut, she's getting a lot of money. Obviously, like this is probably not what a normal stripper will get, I think. I don't know. But yeah, like obviously probably this isn't the norm, but who knows. Let's continue.
Alex A wrote, it takes 2 to 3 days to cremate a body on a standard bonfire. Edit, so I've never had a comment get such an insane number of upvotes and replies before, not even close. Wow. A lot of people are asking how I know this, so I figured I'd explain. I studied for a rather specific master's degree around psychological trauma. It was particularly pertinent to the army, so within our small class were a few officers from the army being sent to touch up their learning. One of them was an army doctor who had been with them for more than 30 years. Can't remember exactly how the conversation got to this point, but he made some quip about having to burn a body and it taking 2 or 3 days to burn on a bonfire. We asked him why he was burning a body, and his only response was we weren't allowed to bury it. We never could convince him to elaborate further. It turned out that one of his deployments was to Rwanda as part of Operation Gabriel immediately after the genocide. If I had to guess, it might have been something to do with that. When dealing with more than 1 million dead bodies, many were likely never identified or claimed by next of kin, and perhaps for some reason this one couldn't be buried with the others. Again, this is purely speculation, so take it with a pinch of salt.
Okay, so just in case you needed to cremate a body in a standard bonfire, I don't know, to erase evidence of something or whatever, now you know it takes 2 to 3 days.
Victor Blimpmuskel wrote, most cruise ships are equipped with a morgue to account for any passengers who died during the voyage. Nails for breakfast replied, I read somewhere that many old people are actually starting to use cruise ships as assisted living facilities when they can no longer get by on their own. The tickets for a month of cruises are about the same as a month's stay in a facility. There is plenty to do on board to keep them active. Cooking and cleaning is taken care of, and the weather is usually beautiful.
that was actually pretty damn interesting, and it makes you think, like, you know, like how often do people die? I don't know, that's something I sometimes, like, not always, but like I have pondered from time to time. Like, I don't know, I have like, how many subscribers I have in this channel? 6,000, 7,000. This just seems like a morbid question, but I wonder, like, from the time I started, you know, uploading videos to YouTube to now, has any of my subscribers, you know, like, I don't know, they just something I wonder. Anyway, let's continue.
Franz Costa 99 wrote, about one girl out of 100,000 will have the vaginal and anal tracts fused together, meaning that they can in fact get pregnant doing anal. Angry Crow TF replied, usually people can tell if it's bad enough because their vagina will smell bad, or it is sometimes predisposed to recurrent infection. It's called erectovaginal fistula. It can be surgically corrected.
When you think about it, if there is 7 billion people in this planet, or maybe more, and half of them are women, so that's 3,500,000,000. And 1 in every 100,000 girls can get this condition. If you get pregnant doing anal, that will be like winning the lottery, but not quite, right? But yeah. Yeah.
Rat Poison wrote, the human body can literally expel feces out of your mouth instead of your ass. D. Doinky replied, I used to know a nurse who had to deal with that once. The guy was constipated so badly that he was shitting out of his mouth, I guess. Anyway, she said it's the worst thing she's ever smelled, way worse than just straight poop apparently.
This reminds me of an old South Park episode where I think it was Cartman that claimed that people could, you know, poop out of their mouths, and no one believed him. At the time I was like, I don't know, I was very young, and I just thought this was some BS or something, but apparently it's true. So yeah. Okay, so guys and girls listening to this was it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm doing new videos, you know, like different formats. I have always been doing this for fun, but like, it will really help if you subscribe, like, share, comment, blah blah blah. This is it for today, but before I go, let me show you something, or well, let me show you something maybe you missed. Ruby. Bobby. Okay, bye.